Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Gonna see if anyone hops on. Thanks for joining. Looks like we got a couple people. Welcome everyone to today's Tuesday Live. My name is Allie Huntoon and I am an HR account manager for Allied HR Solutions. And we are a business in Midland, Michigan that aims to help small and growing businesses in this area with HR expertise. So, everything from onboarding and sourcing candidates to retention, retirement, we can help you with everything. So, I've been hopping on every Tuesday afternoon to kind of share some HR insights, just to have a conversation about some HR stuff that I think is important and that small business owners should be thinking about. So, today I thought we'd talk about the interviewing process and sourcing candidates and all that fun stuff in the beginning of an employee's life cycle at your company. So, some interview tips I thought that I would give you. The first interview tip that I like to tell small business owners is that they should really have 3 to 5 questions already made up, just like we've talked about before. It's much better to be prepared than to be scrambling at the last minute when your candidate comes in for an interview and you don't know what you're going to ask them. Candidates can definitely tell when an or interviewer is unprepared. So have your 3 to 5 questions. And here's something too that I think some people forget about. Make them relevant and don't try to trick your interviewer. So I think that's something we forget about. I've heard questions like, if you're going to a desert island, what are 2 things that you'd take with you? I'm not sure that's really going to give you specific examples of how the candidate is going to do well in this role at your company. So I would stick to 3 to 5 questions that are specific to their resume and also specific to the role itself. So, it's always great to start off with tell me a little bit about yourself and your background. Kind of let them take the lead and what they want to talk about and what they want to highlight. And the goal is to make the candidate feel comfortable. Interviews can be super nerve wracking. We've all been there. It's a new place with new faces, new people, and you're nervous whether you're going to get along with the company, whether you're going to fit in the culture, how the interview is going to go, what are you going to say. So let's not make the interviewer or interviewee more nervous by asking them trick questions. Let's stick to their resume and make sure that they're relevant and can let us know if they're going to provide value in this role and to the company. It's always good to have a question based around your culture and values as well, just to make sure that they're going to fit in and that they are a team player and they're going to be there for the long run and to make sure that they're really going to be able to be retained. So the other thing I like to tell people is to determine whether nervousness is just nerves or whether actually not qualified for the position. So we have to remember that our interviewees are humans, they're nervous, but we have to make sure that we really take the time to make them feel comfortable and ask them very specific questions, as mentioned before, to discern whether they are actually just nervous or whether they're just not qualified for this position. Another great thing to do in an interview is to set out right away the goals and expectations of the role. A lot of the candidates that end up accepting positions, they report back saying that the role is actually completely different than what they expected or what was explained to them or what they applied for on the job description. Let's just be clear right away what's expected, what you're going to be doing in this role, what skills you're going to need, because you don't want someone to join your organization and realize in the first couple months it's not for them and leave. Retention is a huge issue. As we've talked about before, it's time consuming and it's extremely expensive. So let's get the right person in the right seat right away by being upfront about what the job entails. So either way, I think we need to be constantly in communication with the interviewees. So whether they're moving on to the next step in the hiring process. Don't wait 3 weeks to let your candidate know what's going on. The job market right now is saturated with open positions. So, candidates are looking for the most professional and responsive employers. If they don't make it to the next round of the interview or they're just not the right fit for the position, let them know and let them know right away. Don't leave them hanging on a couple weeks, wondering how they did, wondering if they're going to receive any feedback. Ghosting is not great, it's unprofessional, and it really carries to a lot of people hear about companies or small businesses that have done things like this in the past, and word does travel, especially in small towns. So don't ghost your candidates. Be upfront, be conversational, and just be honest with them. If they're not right for the fit, and that's okay, move on. And if they are, let's get them into the next part of the interview so we can keep the process moving, keep that candidate engaged, and making this whole process excellent, an excellent experience for that candidate. So, those are my tips and tricks for this week. We have some exciting stuff coming up for the month of September. We're going to be doing some giveaways, some gift cards for local businesses for liking and sharing some posts on this page. So, stay tuned. I'm excited. So, we're going to have some awesome stuff coming up. And also, every Tuesday I'm having a conversation with you guys about a different HR topic. So what would you like to listen about? What would you like to learn about? Is there anything that your small business is wondering specifically that we can chat about? I think sometimes small businesses are always going through the same things at the same time. So, something that you're curious or having an issue with could definitely be something that provides value to another small business owner as well. So, like and share this video. Leave some topic ideas in the comments if you're interested. And, I'd love to have a free consultation with you as well. Go to my website. It's at alliedhrs.com to learn more. And it's great to just have a conversation about how I can help you better streamline your business needs. Another thing that small business owners, I think, forget is how much time recruiting takes. Recruiting and sourcing candidates is a full-time job, and it requires ads on LinkedIn and Monster and Facebook, and requires a lot of social media presence. What are your values? Your candidates are definitely going to be Googling you before they even start the application process. So, that's where an HR consultant like me can come in to help take some of that off of your plate. I can be there every step of the sourcing and interviewing process. So let me know if you have an open position that you need to fill for, and we can get that conversation going. So, see you next week. Have an awesome Labor Day weekend. Stay safe, everyone. And I'm looking forward to our next Tuesday chat. And make sure you like and share this video. Leave me some ideas in the comments, and we'll be in touch. Thanks, guys. Happy Tuesday.